All right, guys, we're on part 2 here of the GYEONIZED my Tesla video. We're going to go over this whole car with the Geon primer. I'm just going to use a DA, a medium foam pad, and this jeweling primer polish from Geon. I'm not going to show you this whole video, this whole process, but it just takes too darn long. But anyway, I'm going to get it done, and I'll be back when I'm finished, and then we'll talk about what's next. Just finished polishing. I used the Geon primer. Now I'm going to use their prep spray. Just get any of that primer off, wipe it off, clean it real good, and get it ready for the coating. That's going to be our next step. That's going to be the primary focus of this video. But I just wanted to let you know that we did polish it. I do like this primer. It's just a jeweling polish, but it's real nice. It doesn't dust. It's got a nice working time and works well. So let me get to this and I'll be right back. To use the prep spray, you just spray it on the panels. Now I've actually sprayed this whole front hood with it. I like to let it sit on there and break down, you know, the polish. And then you just come back, wipe over it. This Geon prep smells really good. It does an excellent job at taking off any of the polish that you've been working on, any of the residue, and it just, that smell is really nice. Now that's not the same as the other smells, that bergamot that I keep getting in their other scents, but nonetheless, this is a very nice smell. All right, guys, let me get finished here. All right, guys, I finished polishing this thing. I mean, it looks fantastic. Don't look at my belly. Can you see that? Ooh, baby. And that's white. You know, that looks good. Of course, it's brand new anyway. But let me show you what we're going to use today. So we got the Geon Synchro Q2 kit. Now, when you get this kit, it comes with a bunch of different things in here. Let's see. All right, so you get your Geon stickers, you get your little card, you can put the date you applied this on, your instructions manual. You get a lot of little suede applicators, cloths, and an applicator itself. You get the Mohs, and what size is this? This is a 50 ml Mohs bottle. You get the skin, and I would assume this is probably a 30 ml. Yep. You get the skin, which is, so we're gonna put 2 base coats of this and 1 top coat of this, and then you can apply the cure, which is like a topper or a maintenance every few months. We'll see how I deal with that, if I have time to do that, or if I do that later on in a week or so. But in using the Mohs, you're gonna put this on, and I'll show you how to do all this. You're gonna wipe off immediately, and you're gonna go around the car panel by panel in small sections. You're gonna do 2 coats of that, an hour in between coats, at least an hour in between coats. Then you're gonna come back with skin after a few hours, about 3 or 4 hours, and we're gonna apply skin on top of the 2 coats of Mohs. So let's get to it. Let me show you what else I got going on here. All right, guys, and along with these coatings, you can also get these different towels they have here. Now, they have bald wipe, which is a short nap type of towel. You're going to use that for your initial wipe down after you apply the coating. You got soft wipe, which is a longer nap, which will be your second wipe, kind of to get any of the excess off. And you've got this polish wipe towel, which is a dual pile towel. So it's essentially the bald wipe on one side and the soft wipe on the other. All right, so you could use this towel as well, and you want to make sure any little particles are off there. So we've got 3 different towels we're going to try out here. You know, bald and soft, and then the polishing towel, which is both of them combined in one. So let's get started here. All right, guys, so we've got our applicator block, and we've got the Geon Mows. So shake up your product real good. I'm gonna start in this fender, and I'm gonna work my way all the way around, panel by panel. And when I get back to the front, I should be right around the right time of me being able to start and go around for a second coat. So let's pour some of this on there. And we're just gonna lay it on there. Mows should be pretty forgiving, let you work it pretty good. Just work it all over the panel. I like to stay inside the lines. Do a cross hatch as best as possible. I know it's on these funny little areas here, but do the best you can there. So let's try out first. We're gonna use bald wipe, and that's the short pile towel. Now I wish I could show you guys how the coating looked when I laid it down. You could see it go on there, but since it's white, it's really hard to capture. And this feels good coming off. Nice and slick. I mean, pretty instantly. And you want to go over the area past when you're wiping off that you applied to, because you're pushing the product over. So you don't want to leave it on the next panel. And wipe around these little things real good, underneath mirrors, whatever, overlap. All right, so I think we got it pretty good there. Now we'll take the soft wipe towel, and this is the long nap. And we're just lightly putting any pressure here, wiping this off. This is just anything we missed. And it's that easy, guys. Let's move on. All right, so I'm gonna see how far I can push this. And I'm gonna take it to about half the hood. I think I can show you guys a little bit of it. Maybe I can pick this up. So right around this area here, you can see the difference, how it lays on there. All right, I'm gonna grab my bald wipe towel again, and I'm just gonna wipe it. So slick underneath this towel, guys. And we're barely pressing on there. Now we'll take our soft wipe and wipe over this. And I'll tell you, that feels good. Nice. Okay, let's do one more, this half of the hood here. And you can feel you're putting something on. Take our bald wipe. It just gets so slick. Come back with our polishing wipe, and we're gonna go far out into this side and farther out down so I don't miss anything, because I'm spreading the product when I wipe it off as well. All right, guys. That looks good. Feels good. We're gonna let that cure for an hour. We're gonna go around the car here. We're gonna work our way all the way around, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna start over again there and then do our second layer. So I'll get back to you. Let me finish doing this. Awesome. Ooh, it's getting hot out here. Okay, guys, we got one layer of Mo's down on this. Took me about 45 minutes. Looking good though, right? So we went all the way around the car, all the pillars, everything in white, and we even did these pillars here. Just looks good. It's getting a little hot now, but we're working our way through it. So we're gonna start over again up here on the same panel in about 15 minutes. I'll take a little break, but I mean, it's getting glossy in here, almost like a hard candy shell, right? I'm on my second layer. I already started on the front fender of the driver's side, and I noticed on this time around that applying the Mo's, it is super slick as you put it on, versus the first time felt a little bit tacky. And you know, you can just tell that it's working and doing its thing. So just know the second time around it's gonna feel slick. A little bit better, actually. And you can see, I'm not gonna be able to show you guys, but you can see like in some parts when you're putting this on that the coating wants to kind of sit on top of the first layer. It's a little bit different. I don't know how to explain that, but it sits on top like it's wet almost.
Perfect.
And guys, these towels from Geon are fantastic for this. This short pile and this long pile. Excellent towels, guys. Probably some of the best I've used for coating applications. All right, guys, I just finished the second layer of Mo's, and you know what? At the beginning, I was starting to go through a lot. I went through a lot, but the second time around, it wasn't that much, and I still have probably, almost 25, almost half left, 25 mils left. So now we're gonna let this cure on here for about at least 3 hours. I mean, damn, that looks good. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna apply skin, and that'll be the top layer of this. So we got 2 layers of Mo's and we'll have 1 layer of skin. So stay tuned for that. Be back in 3 hours or so. I don't have a lot of time today, so I gotta kind of push it, but for you guys, at least 3 hours, 4 hours. All right. Second layer done. Beautiful. All right, and that's the end of part 2 Tesla Gets GYEONIZed. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and look for part 3 coming up very soon. We're going to finish GYEONIZing this Tesla and get it all ready for you guys to check out and see the final results. We got a lot more coming. Stay tuned.